Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all me Salon people them at home and abroad. Me and yours truly, Mr. Tubaku Mexico, the presenter for Tubaku Broadcasting Service, an online radio program. We morning show today, when at the 21 June 2023, we dey look at few things them where paramount to Mama Salon. As I always they assure una at the only medium this where you go able get the facts, you go able get the true stories about waiting the happen within we political atmosphere and waiting the happen and the socio-economic and all things where they happen within Sierra Leone. Now we no more go able provide una the fact. It's an independent online radio program. And we're ready for giving out the facts. We're ready for make sure say them propaganda business here where them pass around enough for confuse una because the lie man the non bokuna the media. All man a media man. All man don't turn to journalist na salon. Now that make people are confused. And we no one make salon people then confused. But again, as I say, they represent the Tobacco Broadcasting Service. It's an online radio program. We decant on every morning. We get with good governance program. We're in a team up for Salon. And if you want to be part of this program, always call on we. Or you want to be part of we social media platforms them, you could call the following numbers. +232 76173186. When you call this number, you want to be part of we platforms them, we go add you up. But again, this morning at the 21 June 2021, we don't get a lot of questions them outside. People they don't they call we, they ask we, hey, wait to not think of this, would they read this, would they read that? Well, me fumble them. You're welcome to TBS online radio program. And this morning, we can listen to the President, His Excellency President Julius Maada, where they address the people of Sierra Leone on the eve of we election. Well, as I tell you now, anything where they happen at Salon, we go make sure say we reach una with their news and day. We get beaucoup thing there for discuss today, but we go take on sharp. Okay? But first and foremost, let we give respect to His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada in address to the nation at the eve of we general election, 24th June 2023. Fellow Sierra-Leoneans, in 5 days, our nation will embark on a significant milestone in our democratic journey. The 2023 presidential, parliamentary, and local council elections. These elections are not merely a procedural formality. They embody our democratic ideas, where every citizen has the privilege to exercise their constitutional right to vote freely and without fear. The power of each individual's vote is immense.
in shaping the destiny of our great nation. As the leader who willingly relinquished power to a democratically elected president, I hold the project of democracy dear to my heart. I understand the paramount importance of democracy, for without it, there is no country to cherish, no land to fulfill our dreams, and no legacy to pass on to our children. As senior leaders, we cannot afford to be oblivious to the dangers that lurk when violence replaces the path of democracy and the rule of law. We have experienced firsthand the far-reaching effects of choosing war over dialogue. We cannot subject our children and loved ones to a repetition of our darkest past. Therefore, we must recognize that there is simply no substitute for democracy, even when its outcomes may feel inconvenient or leave us disheartened. Dear fellow citizens, as we head to the polls to exercise our sovereign right to vote, we must remember that elections are not a mere formality, but the cornerstone of our democracy. As the president of our great republic, I've been entrusted with the duty to uphold the democratic principles that guide our nation's progress. Free and fair elections are a legal requirement and a moral obligation. Since assuming office in May 2018, my government has made remarkable strides in fostering unity, freedom, and justice within our great nation. We have diligently established the necessary legal and regulatory framework to ensure peaceful and inclusive elections, setting the stage for the upcoming 2023 multi-tier elections. Allow me to expand on a few of the concerted efforts we, as a sovereign state, have undertaken to guarantee truly free, fair, and credible elections, faithfully reflecting our esteemed citizens' will. Over the past 5 years, we have made significant headway in cultivating national peace, unity, and consolidating our democratic principles. One pivotal action my administration took was the convocation of a national convention on peace and national cohesion, commonly known as Bintumani 3, in the first year of our governance, May 23rd, 2019. This three-day conference brought together all stakeholders committed to our beloved country's peace and stability. Eminent participants included registered political parties, revered traditional leaders, esteemed civil society groups, influential religious leaders, engaged citizens, esteemed international development partners, and distinguished representatives of reputable sub-regional organizations. 4 years have elapsed since the historic Bintumani 3. During this time, we have diligently implemented the key recommendations that emerged from the national dialogue. These include 1, the establishment of a permanent commission for peace and national cohesion. 2, a resolute commitment to strengthening democracy and governance institutions, such as the Political Parties Regulation Commission legislation. And three, the enactment of legislation that fervently upholds the rights of women while intensifying our unwavering battle against sexual and gender-based violence. These endeavors constitute just a few examples of the comprehensive approach we have taken to bring about positive change, guided by the thoughtful recommendations put forth during Intumani 3, and serve as a testament to our steadfast dedication.
Well, me fumble them. That na the address of His Excellency the President, Dr. Julius Maada to the people of Sierra Leone at the eve of the election. Today, the 21 June 2023, you listen to the Tobacco Broadcasting Service, online radio, TBS, and this message where they come to you, they come from we humble office and we humble studio, and we always ready for broadcast news that get for do with Salon. And at the only platform this, now the only station this where you go able to get credible information. We're not mixed with propaganda. Alright? Me fumble them who don't listen to the president at the eve of the election. He is the fountain of honor. And that make you decide for actually share an address with the public. If you want to get the full speech or the address of the president, not hesitate for get on to we on 076 1731 86. We go get you the full recording of the address of His Excellency the President. Me fambulem, without much ado, we go take on a direct to concerns and where don't they come up, we get for do with violence. We all listen to the president and they continue for make statement against violence, because we don't see this election here, a lot of violence done they emanate in several parts of the country, and the president continue for remind we against them thing there. Why it happen? Election not to war. Election are moments for make we go exercise with franchise to vote and to be voted for. Now the right time this where you know one President Bill, go na the ballot box and express that. If you need your own candidate for Kana Power, go na the ballot box and express that. You get the opportunity for campaign and convince somebody else for join you and support your own leader. Not to tempt for fet, not to tempt for chuk, not to tempt for cause wahala. May fumble them. We all don't see waiting they happen at Salon as we speak now. We don't they get a lot of issues and where they happen at districts to districts. Some side they need a chuk, people in the mix election now into tribal business. But again, loud they go.
We don't need no time.
In that this time.
Tribal war can solve the problem. Oh no, tribal war can solve it at all. You what I say? Tribal war can solve the problem. Tribal war can solve it at all. Just the other day, I forward down a riverside. Now he got check Ronnie, I scrub some clothes. As she spoke up her with a little
Well, me fumble them. I give you a hint of Joey's one of in music them what he sing about tribal war. Tribal war no go solve with problem. Tribal war no go solve with problem. It no good at all for any developing country. If we want to go forward, not to tribal war. The other day, I do an interview with another solid politician na Salone, a young, vibrant politician, and we all listen that interview there. And I give you a tip of another prominent musician, when Alpha Blondie, we tell we say politics is not good for we at all. When I get that, politics, we for be careful where you know to politician. Commode. Now that's don't unbox alone today. Politics has been translated or defined to be a political issues. That's alone. People the way they want political powers, then they use tribal sentiments. People then they mix politics into tribal sentiments. And now we don't listen to Joyce. He said tribal war no good. Tribal conflicts no good. For we as people, we did don't hear that they will still affect we if we go car up. No. So me fumble them. We don't get advice this morning from Joyce. Then we Rastafarian, when they talk to we they take them and say they are Rastafarian, but the messages then they go a long way. This man said tribal war not good for we. Correct? Then
Una pass this information now. Una pass this information now. I call on all Northerners for the alert. I call on all Northerners. This is enough. I feel said this is enough. All Northerners, Westerners, I feel say we all for take immediate action now. They don't burn with office. Now, bottom, they don't damage your members there. They don't choke some of them. So we don't feel say we for continue with diplomatic system. No. We all are Sierra Leonean. The same rights what they get at this continent we self get. So what's it with the weights? Now diplomatic system the weights. On our weights man with the weights for men and tell we say now this and this. No. So I call on the leadership of the All People's Congress Party for make them take prompt action against this thing now. They need for acts now with the urgent now for make them act now. Because we don't continue for them on this mess. I call on the National Secretary General Lansana Doumbia, the leader of the All People's Congress Party Samuga Kamara, the chairman Michael Masare, the deputy secretary, although he gets buried. But this is serious. We need to take this into consideration.
Well, me fumble them. When I don't listen to this voice, and when I can't listen to another voice, okay? Let we they go. I just try for create an understanding for make una know who say with the head for this country and we all on.
Of course, me family them una all good evening, una all good afternoon, una all good morning, wherever una listen to this audio. For me, Lagos Media investigative journalist, and the reason why I play Jimmy Reeves in the background, now because of a sudden breaking news we I just received. And myself don't try for going at the scene on the particular incident we happened just now. Just about 40-45 minutes ago, I received an intelligence about a particular call murder which took place in Spolup. Now one Mr. Conte with the America in compound in Spolup. Outside they kill one fellow with green t-shirts. And when the incident happened just now, according to the source where I get it, the argument come out from politics of APC SLPP. And the other people belong to the APC according to my source. And this particular fellow belonged to the SLPP. And I meet the fellows in green t-shirts, and I meet stickering ledom around the fellow. And I want to say congratulations and kudos to the central, the Congo Cross division for the prompt action we then take and then go to the compound. And when they reach the other people where they all reside at this compound, they all know in a way like as if to say the fellow died of natural death. I'm really sorry, my people, the way at the talk because I am very, very, very much, in pain.
May fumble them. We don't get these two messages. We all see all them two messages where we don't listen to all get for do with politics. And politics don't hamburg Africa to a point. Politics don't make we don't stuck backward. Politics where we feel say that something where we for use for the development of Africa. Today, politics don't become a game of backwardness. The reason why I say politics don't become a game of backwardness, because if you take a look at Africa generally, the continent of Africa, it look like say politics has become a system of backwardness. I have not seen any country within or around the continent of Africa where fate's not a day. We see how they wait man and they practice their own politics. We all see that. But we now get for chap, we get for chuk, we get for burn us, we get for kill. Is that politics? Let we begin to ask ourselves, is that politics? Then me get a conclusion, say, politics not good for Africa. Politics not good for Africa until we get for go back to the drawing board. Why politics not good for Africa? Why politics not good for Africa, but it good for the West? Why it not good for the Africa continent? All them strange things and where would they see they happen in Africa, they kill we self. And not they happen now with man at the West. What can we do to change the narratives? Me fumble them. When I make we talk, what can we do to change the narratives in we politics in Africa? What can we really do? Because we tire in Africa. The practice of politics is annoying. Everybody want to become a politician. Now that big, you see, politics not good for we. Listen to Alpha Blondie, what he talk about politics. Maneke tumbo we ni pasi. Neke politiki manyi. Korombale. Politiki manyi. Well, me family, I just like give you a tip of the of politics. What Alpha Blondie tell you about politics. Politics not good for we, or we know they practice and well, or people they use politics against them, comping them. And Africa, we are one continent. We should be able to accept ourselves. When it comes to Sierra Leone, it's a different story. You go Nigeria, you go Ghana, it's a different story. When we go begin practice politics, just 2 days to we general election. Today is 21. Yes, just 2 days. We only get now waiting. The 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, where they go to the pool. Well, Me fambulem. This now the situation and challenges right now where in a salon. Incitement, hate speeches, conflicts, counter-conflicts, intimidation, all in the name of politics. How long we go deep on this? Well, me fambulem, this is where we are. The last year I go talk on, it has to do with protest and petition. But let's talk on the protest side of it. Now, yeah, we don't sit down. We don't listen to the Secretary General. We don't say today the 21. Today the 21 June. He said the APC go take the streets. Then go protest today. And you don't give order, you don't give instruction to all APC supporters, to all Sierra Leoneans, all man for march go na the ECSL office and express them dissatisfaction. Well, me found that this not from me. This now from the Secretary General of the All People's Congress. Well, me found that make we take 10 listen to the Secretary General of the All People's Congress, where they address supporters them and the people of Sierra Leone.
Famulem Unakuse, Mina Lansana Dumbuya, the National Secretary General of the APC Party. We, the leadership of the APC Party, don't unanimously take a decision, say tomorrow, the 21st of June, 2023, all man na salon, we mean well for this country, for promote na do, for peacefully protest against the ECSL, the kind of way they want to conduct this election. This protest, na a nationwide protest, we go be na all the districts then. When they ask the districts then, when no say other political party, therefore, rally na that district, they una go wait us, una no go protest tomorrow. But all the other districts then will join the protest, and we're going to get una leaders them, we go direct now to the ECSL offices there within all the district offices there. The reason why we go on this protest, now in the interest of peace, democracy, the rule of law, and una own right for freely elect the people that una want for lead una. We ask una not for the violence, they una come out peacefully, we ask for police protection, and we ask the Inspector General of Police for make sure say he send out peaceful police officers way will be peaceful to the protesters. With a protest.
Well, me fumble and that not the voice of the Secretary General of the All People's Congress Party. They call on all of them supporters and today the 21st say them for come out and for protests and go express their dissatisfaction against the manner at which the ECSL they treat them. They are not satisfied. And they ask the Inspector General of Police for police assistance or support. It continue for make emphasis on that, and that all nationwide protests, a peaceful nationwide protest. Well, Mr. Secretary General, you're not a legally minded person. If you call for a nationwide protest, one thing where you get for take into considerations, you don't know Elman as alone. Where they call such a protest, a lot of legal implication attached to it. So I hope say you are aware of that. Well, Mr. Alon people, we also see members of the diplomatic community, more especially somebody from the British side, when at the British High Commission, himself also caution the police, and we also go join up for caution the police for make sure say they do their job professionally because they are a professional body and we know they expect them to be political. And as police, not to a political institution, now a civil institution, as institution ready for every Sierra Leonean. As the British High Commission don't call on them, they don't ask them for stay away from anything where go make them then label them for be biased. Therefore, stay away from that. Well, let we listen to the British High Commission himself.
Commissioner na Salon Lisa Chisney don't call on the security sector for more professional ones so that no political party no go blame them, say them bias.
Just wanted to urge all parties in the security sector use every means possible to demonstrate that you are non-partisan and you're being even-handed. Any way that you can do that, I think, is really critical, not just up to the election, but also after the election. I'm sure transparency around investigations, as far as is possible, that show you're pursuing with equal figures any incidents directed against opposition, as well as those directed against the ruling important factor in building trust.
Lisa Chisney told this inside the last election.
Well, me found that that's not the voice of the British High Commission, where one of we colleague from 98.1 been the interviewer. That's not just a clip where one of we sister radio program been invited for an interview. Well, my people, and I saw down the count to the end of this morning show from the TBS Tobacco Broadcasting Service. Me will do the presentation of this program. Me na Alan S. Tobacco Mexico as the presenter, and on behalf of the civil rights defenders, I also want to take this opportunity, make a draw the attention and provide an advice that politics is not about fighting one another. It's about exercising your franchise to vote and to be voted for. Not to term this for faith, not term this for sit down critically and no order for vote for. Not to term for faith, not to term for kill yourself. The civil rights defenders they condemn all the atrocities, the violence, the political intimidations, now the provinces and even a Freetown that's not proper and not right. And we they call on Sierra Leoneans for be peaceful, for be law abiding, and for avoid all of the situations there where they happen within and around Sierra Leone. Make we patiently wait 2 days down the line. We go to the poll and cast we votes and get the leader where we want for ruling for the next coming 5 years. Once again, my fellow Sierra Leoneans, I want to tell you plenty thank you want to pay attention to it this morning. And we go continue for Cantona every day with we morning show program, because where you want to get credible information, now the only media this, now the only online media this way you could get credible information, because we know the mix matters. With the give on a rural one. We're not even refine, we'll give on a rural one, because not to a political institution, this is an independent online media institution, TBS, Tobacco Broadcasting Services. And don't forget, we also get we good governance program when I team up for Salon, and we go also continue for Cantona on them programs there. Once they have a blessed day, and the protests where the APC called today, we they just caution the APC say protests of any kind gets legal implications. Then for ready for take responsibility, and then for ready and be sure say them protests where then they call for, then do them peacefully with the approval of the Sierra Leone police. As we all know, you forget the police clearance and you forget the police backup supports for accompanying una in una procession. Once again, Salon people we tell una plenty thank you. Now, we say tata and have a blessed day.